Hello and welcome back to my channel. It is time for my November empties and declutters. So let's just get right into it. I only have one declutter for the month and it is this little plug cover. They come on I think this one came on an extension cord or power strip, and I have a tendency to hold on to these things, so I am decluttering this one right away. The rest of my things are empties, so let's get into that. And there are some pretty exciting ones that go with my project pair. My first empty, which is technically full or used up, is I finished this Sudoku puzzle book, so this can now be recycled. I have a bunch of other ones, so this is not something that I would need to repurchase anytime soon. The next thing that I used up was this set of stickers. I think this came with like a computer purchase, but I ended up using these in my bullet journal, so used up that. And I don't need to purchase any stickers because I have plenty of them to use up. I also used up a tape. I don't need to purchase any tape. I purchased a big pack at the beginning of this school year, so I have plenty to get through before I need to repurchase. I also used up a spool of thread. This was a black thread. I actually have another spool of it, but this is what I use when I make any fixes to things. I needed to mend one of my vests. Some of the seam came undone, so I used up the rest of that to mend my vest. The next thing that I used up went through another box of contacts. This is something that I will continue to repurchase when I need them, but as of now I have plenty of backstock of contacts. The rest of the stuff is like all beauty related items. The next thing I have is the Way Scalp and Body Scrub. I already have a backup that I put in my shower. This is something that I continue to repurchase because I enjoy it. It works for me and I will continually use this, but I just buy it when I'm starting to run out. Another empty that I have is the Honey Pot Cucumber Aloe Wipes. These are ones that we just keep in our bathroom and use for a variety of things. It's really nice to have something like this around, so I will continue to repurchase these as needed. The next thing that I finished up was the Banyo Pure Cleansing Oil Deep Clean. I did repurchase a different cleansing oil. I have the La Roche-Posay one in my shower currently. I probably wouldn't repurchase this specific one. I didn't really like the texture of the oil, but I'm glad to have tried out something new. The next thing I finished was this tinted HueGuard 3-in-1 Mineral Sunscreen Moisturizer Primer. This is a free gift with purchase mini that I got when I placed an Ulta order at one point in time, and I am just working my way through all of those minis. It was fine. I don't really have an opinion on it either way, so I probably wouldn't repurchase this in the future. Then I have I believe this is the Lancome Idol perfume. I had it in a mini size. This I got with a mystery perfume free gift with purchase from Ulta one time, and I actually really liked this. It was a really great spring and summer scent, so this is something that in the future I may purchase because I did enjoy the scent of it. But I have a lot of minis that I want to get through, and I also have a full-size perfume that I purchased a bit ago that I also want to use up or get close to using up before I make a perfume purchase. But I did enjoy using this while I had it. And then the last three things that I have are all things from my 2025 project pan. The first thing that I have is the Bare Minerals Liquid Mineral Concealer. I am calling this done. There's still a little bit left in here, but it's to the point where it is really annoying to try to get it all out, and I don't care about it enough to take the stopper out and use up every last drop. So I am calling this done and checked another thing off my project pan. I probably in the future, if I decide I want to purchase a concealer, which I do every couple of years, decide that I want to have a concealer in my life again, I probably will purchase a mini sized, because that's about how much concealer I like to go through before I just get annoyed that I own it. So in the future would probably purchase a mini of something of this sort instead of a full sized. Then I have the last of my NYX Suede matte lip liners that I wanted to use up. I believe this one was in Sandstone, and I used it up completely. There is nothing left in there, and so I got through 3 lip liners. So all of my lip liners that I have now are fairly new, and I haven't had them for a very long time. And then the last thing I used up is this NARS lip pencil. I don't even remember what it's called because it was on there and I sharpened it. It is there's like a little bit left, but it's like pokey and whatnot, and I don't care about it that much. I powered through this in the month of November. I was just over looking at it and having it in my collection. So I wore this almost every single day of November to try to get this done, and I finally did. And so that's another thing off of my project pan for the year, and I think I have only 1 or 2 things left on that to hopefully finish up in December. So that is everything for my November empties and declutters. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Bye.